Hey guys, this is Ace Calgary here, and today I will be telling you about some theories I have about the upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home, which at the time of this recording has not yet been released. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you have anything you would like to tell me, please leave it in the comments down below. And thanks for watching. So in Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man will be traveling far from home and all around Europe. Now, I have a theory for why he's going on this vacation, as he calls it in the trailers. I think that the school organized this for all the students who turned to dust during the snap, to give them a break. Now, they would do this because most of the students are probably traumatized at the loss they've experienced. And there's probably an age gap between a lot of students. So that could be the reason. Now, in Spider-Man Far From Home, Mysterio plays a prominent role as a hero, leaving many fans of the comic book scratching their heads because, as comic readers would know, Mysterio is usually portrayed as a villain to Spider-Man, with him not actually having powers, but being a Hollywood special effects artist. I have many theories for this, one of which is that Mysterio has made illusions of all the elementals, and he's simply fooling everyone. The second is that Mysterio has teamed up with the villains who are pretending to be elementals, because these villains, although are named as elementals, appear to be, and are even named in the LEGO sets as Hydro Man, Molten Man, and one creature looks like Sandman, although they have not made a set of that, but it's pretty obvious. So, yeah. And also, there is a scene in the trailer where you can see everyone running on the bridge to safety as what appears to be a combination of all the elementals / villains combined. As they are fleeing the scene, a logo appears on a car which reads ASM 212, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 212, the first appearance of Hydro Man. And as many may know, director Jon Watts of Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home has plastered many Easter eggs throughout his films. So, this is more confirmation that the villains are not elementals. Then, I have another theory that Mysterio is not telling the truth about the universe and just gain some information about the fact that there are multiple realities, but was clearly misinformed. Why, you ask? Well, for one simple reason. The universe of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or the Earth, I should say, is not Earth 616. Now you may ask why, because it's the prime Marvel Earth. However, in the comics, the main Earth is 616, where all the main stories take place. The MCU is a completely different universe, with completely different stories, such as Loki being manipulated into forming the Avengers instead of his actions by pitting the heroes against each other, forming the Avengers, like so in the comics. And Ghost being changed, Hank Pym passing on the mantle to Scott Lang earlier than in the comics, and many other things, including a younger Peter Parker, Spider-Man not making his own suit, which he will make a suit, the black and red one, as seen in the trailer, but he did not make his original Stark suit. Instead, it was made by the late Tony Stark. So, now, with all these reasons and more, you can see why this universe is not the 616 one. And so, Mysterio is not telling the truth, is either trying to manipulate Peter or is vastly misinformed. Now, there's a theory that's been going around that the stealth suit that Spider-Man obtains, given to him by Nick Fury, is in fact not his, but one from Spider-Man Noir, as it is heavily inspired by that suit. However, in the trailers, you can clearly see Peter putting on the suit and talking to Ned and MJ. I do not believe that Spider-Man Noir will be in this film. Although multiple Earths may make a cameo, I highly doubt it. And I would also like to address the theory that the Sinister Six will form. I doubt this, but I believe that they will be saved for the next Spider-Man film, as Spider-Man is obligated to have 3 solo films by the contract signed by Marvel and Sony. And I have theorized that this film will be called Spider-Man Homefront, because both of the other films have had home in it. It's a running tradition. Who do I believe the Sinister Six will contain, you ask? Well, first of all, unwillingly, he will probably be coerced into doing this. Scorpion, who appeared in Spider-Man Homecoming as Mac Gargan, his civilian identity. In the post-credit scene of the film, he approached Vulture and said that he had a lot of friends who would like to put Spider-Man's head in a dryer.
Look who it is. What are the odds you and I'd end up at the same summer camp? Relax. This It's not on you. It's on our little spider friend. I've got some boys on the outside who would love to meet him. You know, take a picture, slice his throat, put his head in the dryer. And I heard a rumor. You know who he is.
If I knew who it was, he'd already be dead.
Jude, your family's here.
So he's a prime candidate. Then we have Hydro Man, one of the several villains in the trailer. For Spider-Man Far From Home. Then Molten Man and Sandman and finally Mysterio. However, there are several ways that the Sinister Six could be formed. If you remove Hydro Man, Molten Man, and Sandman, you could add Chameleon, who's believed to be playing a role, and the actor Newman Akar is believed to be playing him, and the actor was spotted in the trailer in the scene where Spider-Man and Mysterio are talking with Nick Fury. Then we can have Norman Osborn, as the person who purchases Stark Tower / Avengers Tower. We could also have the Jackal, Miles Warren, as in Spider-Man Homecoming. One of Peter Parker's teachers was a female version of Miles Warren, who is the Jackal. In the comics. And finally, Kraven the Hunter. Because he is brothers with Chameleon. The list is pretty interchangeable, and if we wanted to keep things a bit simpler, we can have Vulture, Scorpion, Shocker, Hydro Man, Mysterio, and Chameleon. Because they are the foes that Spider-Man will have fought and will already fight in the trailer. Although you can add Molten Man and Sandman and swap them around if you would like. Anyways, that's the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time, and remember, with great power comes great responsibility.